Hello Tubesters, it's me Gav and welcome to another one of my videos. Today, as the title suggests, it's a bit of a ramble. We're talking modelling mainly here, but a bit of mental health issues. Yeah, I know, bringing them into the realm of modelling, you know, people don't want to hear this stuff. It's not Gav on a mega downer. We're not going to have tears rolling down my cheeks. It's just I need to do some apologies and to explain really the modelling side of things anyway, and also, as I say, I think will put the title as usual yet, but the title will probably have something about Ramble, models, mental health, and the making my videos and my channel in general. I've had to do this mainly for as you guys know, I was sent a kit by a good marrow of mine, a friend, Beetle. That's his handle, his online name. He's very supportive of a lot of YouTube channels. He doesn't want to do a channel himself, but he's always in there with the comments, and they're always positive. You know, he's not one of these, doesn't knock you or anything like that. And he sent me two kits: the Pink Panther, which we've yet to build, which is a Land Rover, and the FT17. Now, as by my quite down of mouth short video I put on Saturday night, it's not been going well. That now it's got even worse. I do apologise. I feel at the moment with my model kits, not all of them. I mean, I haven't yet done the final reveal, and it's just sat there of my LAV command vehicle. But you've seen it all really. As I said, it's just antennas, and I've just got to paint a couple of lights. But I've had a right trouble with the antennas, and it's only today that I've thought of a way of solving that. Greg Riley did tell me about the guitar strings, and I will be getting some of that stuff. But I've snapped another one off yesterday as well. Really, that's why you haven't seen it. But that's been built, painted, mudded up, everything. Really enjoyed that. This is a ramble because I'm going to go backwards and forwards. As you know, I ain't all there. I've got this severe PTSD. It's not through my military career. Short career, but you know, my years in the army, it's from other stuff. But I've got like deep trauma and severe mental health problems. Basically, my mind snapped a couple of years ago, and to be honest with you, there's no real turning back really. And I don't do the medications and stuff. This is, you know, my channel, building my models and always painting my figures has always been my way of coping. Even before I was diagnosed with it all, obviously I've had it years and years and years. I just didn't realise I had it, as usual with these type of things. But it was always saved me doing my painting, and way back sticking kits together. But in those days it was stringy glue, metal, enamel, Airfix and Humbrol type paints, you know. So I know I'm going around the houses, but I'm just trying to explain things where I go with my modelling and my painting. But this is mainly down to my modelling today. The modelling picks me up. It keeps me focused. I found it's snipping the styrene plastic off, gluing it, sanding it. You know, a lot of people don't enjoy that. I actually quite enjoy it when I can glue them in the right places, and then painting it and weathering it. You know, everybody loves the weathering, especially of armour. I think I'm probably drifting more. I'm a real big aeroplane buff, as we know, helicopters, modern jets and stuff. But I probably will be going sticking mainly to armour, with a few helicopters and the odd jet maybe as I get better at it. We hope. So yeah, I mainly, apart from taking my pop out, I literally sat at this desk for hours on end, and I mean hours on end, painting figures, and you know, obviously making of the odd hour, gluing my kit together at the end of the day, or maybe during the day, the middle of the day or something. I might be spraying it for quickly, you know, because I use a lot of lacquers sometimes, and it just stinks the house out, as we all know. So I try to do that when the wife's not in. But I just generally enjoy it and it picks me up. But the problem I have is, which I had on the T55 full interior build and the FT17 full interior build, although the T17 could probably fit on the T55, and the T55 isn't a big tank because tanks go, but you could probably get about 4 of those on the deck of a T55. Anything that I seem to have a problem with, anything that isn't you know, pin to hole type of thing, like a Tamiya or like my trumpeters, I have a real trouble. As soon as I've got no serious locating pins to put things into, everything just goes adrift. Peter from God, Pete, you know you are Swedish Pete anyway. Sorry, Pete. Again, I had a bit of an episode last night with me head over the model, and it's tracked into today, which is I still haven't got there yet, have we? But we will. But Pete said, "Gav, can you lower your expectations, maybe?" And he wasn't being funny. He was just giving me some advice. Well, you know, Beetle sent me this, and Mrs. Beetle sent me this kit to help. I'd got the figures, and they just wanted to help me along. You know, they just wanted the best for me. You know, pick me up. But when things go really bad, my head just winds up and winds up and winds up, and then it goes. I don't mean into violence, shouting or anything like that. It just I get this what they call disassociation, and it's hard to explain unless you haven't got it. So that's really brought me down, because I went to do it last night. For all you guys that were kind enough to tell me about the engine and that, I took the engine out. Actually, as I said, the engine didn't need a lot. You could cough on it and the thing fly out. I took the engine out, and I thought, and I was all, you know, looking forward to the, right, I've got the engine out, suck it up, Gav, you can't have the engine deck open. I'd even took the main culprit, which was the big radiator, which was sitting too high, and I just couldn't get down any farther. I thought even there might be a chance of maybe having them just slightly open, the engine panels, access hatches, and just have the rest of the engine slightly showing, just to show it's there, you know, really. But when coming to put the top, or the first part of the top on, do you think it would fit? And we're not just talking slightly, I'm having to really push the kit together, and everything's creaking and flexing, and, you know, bulkhead popped out. It just, even if I'd have managed to have taped it round, and I've tried all that, I've tried masking, because I watch all you guys' videos, you know, I'm trying to learn, you know, I tape it, I tried the different clamps I'd got, and I just couldn't, especially with all the outside bits on it as well, I couldn't get a firm clamp, I couldn't get it to stick down. Then you've got obviously more pieces that just stick on. Well, when you're doing these separate little bits, and then you're putting them onto the next bit that's just hanging in thin air, you know, more or less, apart from just a glue on the side, everything has to be absolutely spot on, because if it's not, you know, nothing's going to fit, you know, and it's always the case with these things with me. I'm just, you know, yes, it is a lack of experience. Yes, it's probably big-headedness in the thinking that you can just walk into a kit that others, people that might not tackled for the 3 or 4 years, you know, before they had a go of it, you know. But it wasn't big-headedness. It just generally was, you know, I didn't really see a problem. I just thought, well, if I get it wrong, reset it, type of thing. But when things start going badly wrong, my mind just goes, and it becomes pressured. It's a pressure of getting it done, the pressure of, well, I'm not saying I don't do these videos to get, I don't do the videos to build an empire particularly, you know. I'm really grateful for the guys at Sub, because it just shows your interest, and that builds me up, you know what I mean, because you've got people that are interested in what you're doing. But I don't put particularly pressure on myself to put videos out, but the pressure was gathering because I felt like the T55s, you know, I'd like to do these video builds, and I've said it's a warts and all channel. I'm hoping you'll see me progress from being a lousy model builder to being a halfway decent one. You know, I absolutely understand. You know, just like figure painting, it doesn't happen overnight. You will get some really talented people that can do figure painting, and I'm talking whether it's war games, figure painting, or large scale busts and stuff. You will get the people that just have that artistic bent that can, boom, they do it within get it within a couple of months, couple of weeks, and they think they've been doing it all their life. And I'm sure it is the same in model kits. I'm somebody that nothing ever comes easy, and it didn't with the painting. I just had a light bulb moment, and my painting. I would say I'm not a top painter, but I'm happy with where my painting is. Yeah, I'd like my boss painting to be better, but war games and whatever, and my 1 in 35s, I'm happy where they are. You know, I'm not beating myself up with them. But with the modelling, I feel that I'm leading you up a hill and leaving you there and walking down myself. You know, because like, oh yeah, let's get on with watching Gav's videos, and then they come to a screeching halt, and it's another one in a box, and it's really dragging me down. You know, I don't get into modelling to have boxes of half-built kits. I've still got the Sea Fury here. I mean, yes, I am going to. That's just, and the only reason I love the Sea Fury. I've seen it flying a few times back in the days when I did used to go out. It's purely because I made such an awful job on filling stuff. It's really turned me off, and getting paint overspray over everything. And but I will get there. But as I say, I've got the bits still in the corner covered over with towels. Keep the dust off it, you know, and I'm looking over at it now. It will get done, and it's got to get done in this, because I need the space. I need to get it out of the way, and I will show you that. As I say, warts and all, like the Starfighter and everything. You know, I'm hoping you'll get to see a progression as you go along. But I'm also conscious that I'm doing videos that lead nowhere on these subjects. As I say, I've had to put the FT17 in the box. I can't apologise enough directly to Beetle and Mrs. Beetle, and to the rest of you guys that follow my videos. But I can't also I can't be ill over a model kit. And I know a lot of you guys who haven't got all these problems, and I hate, you know, I've come out and said all this purely because I haven't been looking after my head for 40 odd years, and I'm now in the situation I'm in. So I try and throw it in there occasionally, not because I'm trying to be a champion for mental health or anything. It's just, this is me being open on what I do. And you know, as I say, I'm not hiding it from you guys that I ain't all there. But what I am really down about is you guys are really great to support me, whether it's the guys with their own channels or the guys that put comments down. You know, you really look out for me. You know, I've had people send me stuff, well, like FT17, people, you know, looking out for Gav, which, you know, that ain't ever happened before, apart from my wife, you know. And it's, you know, it's been brilliant. And then I do a video and I do another one, and, you know, we're all getting along. And then I come to a screeching halt. So, you know, this is what this video is about, really. That's why the mental health's back in it again. You know, it's not, I didn't really want it to be about that, but it is, because that's what the whole thing's about. I would have been building kits 10, 15 years ago, but we don't have a lot of room here. And I've always said, and I said to Paul Albee years ago, I'd love to build kits, but I won't build them because they're just dust magnets, in the sense of, you know, because I got nowhere to put them, or I'd have to end up throwing them in the bin. But I will, you know, I'll be pretty ruthless. These kits, the Merc of everything, when I've built enough of them that I haven't got the room, they will go in the bin, because they're not good to pass on to anybody, you know? So they'll end up getting chucked in a bin. But I'll move on to the next kit. I really enjoy the modelling side of it, because and I'm not drifting away from figure painting. Yeah, I do it to bring in some income, but I also do it, as you know, whether it's, you know, larger figures or whatever. I do it because of the pure enjoyment. I like to turn a piece of resin, plastic, metal, whatever it is, into, you know, a nice little figure. And it's the same with the kits, to look at them in the boxes. And when I watch people's unboxings, I mean, Greg Riley, the work he's done on his Tiger that he's doing at the moment. Absolutely fantastic, and you see it from, you know, bare styrene plastic. The other Greg, who does a lot of the aircraft, he's doing that 1 in 32 Chinook, and again, what the fella's doing now. Again, I aspire to be like these guys, but you know, obviously it doesn't happen overnight. But I mainly do it because I like to. You're recreating that vehicle in miniature, you know. Alright, the first ones I'm doing, you could argue, they obviously would have been knocked back on a Friday afternoon job. They'd have been knocked back by quality control if they'd ever tried to get them out of the factory. But yeah, I love recreating the world in miniature, whether it's, you know, figures or I keep pointing to this lav here that's still here, or vehicles, you know, ships, aircraft, whatever you want to say, cars, motorbikes. Yeah, so guys, this is an apology. The FT17 isn't going any further like the T55. It might do one day when I've got the skills to try and, again, like the T50, I'm determined, like with the T55, I'm determined to try and get that over the line. But I was fairly bad last night, and when I go bad, I've got to be careful type of thing, because whatever, you know. But yeah, it doesn't put me in a good place. So I'm really sorry. I've got to, just for my own health, I've got to put that aside, and I'm starting another one. It was either the Israeli. Is it 67? But it's a T55 that the Israelis captured. I'm either going to do that or the Osario that Greg sent me, because they're both trumpeter kits. They're so that they're all well, not push fit, but you know what I mean. They're, as I say, a whole, you know. And I want to try a couple. I've been watching some of that Night Shifts videos, and Martin on that, he's been doing some some steel texturing to make it look more heavy steel effects and stuff. And I wanted to do some weld beads and stuff, and both those tanks would lead me to be able to do that, I think. So they'll be the next ones up. There'll be an unboxing. Follow it if you wish. It will. I think it. Well, I don't think it will get built, because of the lav was apart from a couple of cock ups. But again, those little ones, my head lets me work with, because I could see where I'd gone wrong. But the other two is just bashing my head against a wall, like it's just not happening no matter what I do, you know. And it's not straight away like, oh, hissy fit and walking away from it. I do spend a lot of time trying to get these kits that can't work, but it's just not happening. So, as I say, the videos, I'm still making models. I'm not walking away from them, because I've really enjoyed, and I am really enjoy doing them, and the benefits they give me when I'm not. I know that when the benefits they give me in pickups outweigh the peaks are better than the dips, you know. Unfortunately, as I say, the dips can be quite severe if I'm not careful. So I'm gonna be doing one of those kits. You'll see an unboxing of it today or tomorrow, and we'll take that one from there. Both of them I've got paints in already, so I don't have the expense of buying new paints at the moment. So I've got paints in which from my Israeli stuff and deserty stuff, so I can get work something around that. But again, for all those that have been really supportive with the comments, and the guys that are just, you know, watching the videos, I do apologise on the modelling side of it. You know, you're tuning in for video builds and they come to a screeching halt a lot of the time. I have got that new video doobry that you've seen one half done a video of those Harry Potter figures, but I am going to try and do some build videos using that video editors and stuff as well, maybe. Yeah, it's a bit of entertainment for you guys when I put a video up, whether they're slightly tongue-in-cheek funny ones or whether they're you know, more serious, this is what I've done, this is how I'm doing it type videos. But they're stuff that you guys can have a bit of entertainment when you're working on your figures and kits, and but they really pick me up, you know, doing the channel. It gives me something to focus on, you know. I go, oh yeah, I'm going to do a video on this today. So yeah, that's it really, guys. Thanks for all your support. You know, Paul Richardson, thanks a lot for your kind words the other day, Mara, on a comment. And you've all been putting good stuff down. I know you all got me back. You know, you're all there for me, so I do appreciate that. It's as I say, I just feel I'm letting you all down at the moment, but we should try again with the next kit. How hard can it be? So guys, thank you very much. Thanks for listening to the Ramble, and we will catch each other very, very soon on another video. You take care of yourselves out there. Cheers.